Hey yo, what's up YouTube and welcome back to another video from your boy Hunter. Today we're gonna be creating a character for Blender. Now I'm making a game, like a horror game for my channel. Yeah, so just keep an eye on that. So this is Mixamo Fuse. Link will be in the description for this version, the old version. The Adobe, I cannot find the proper character creation there, so I'm gonna be using the old version. Alright, so how this works is you actually make your own character from this, so like male, female, what. I'm gonna go with male because if I use female I will get demonetized for the body, so yeah. Otherwise I'm gonna have to use like a lot of fucking editing to get the nudity filter going. And I don't want to mess with that too much. So I'm gonna look for a nice face, something that actually works for what I need. Let's see what this one looks like. Nah. Let's try. I'll use this one before. And this one. Let's just go male. So it actually filters these. Nah, there we go. Which one was it? Let's try this one. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna give him a stronger jawline. Something like that. The lips down. Well, up a bit. There we go. Bring this down. Bring the whole thing up a little bit. Something like that. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I love this, yeah, I love this thing, man. It's super fast, and making a character in this thing is so fucking satisfying. You can make them look exactly like you want them to look. Unlike make human. I think I'm gonna go with something like that. I'm gonna go with the first body. Or the second one. Let's go for the muscular. Now there's a reason I'm going with the muscular. Look the way it actually fuses these together. See that? Now don't worry, you're not gonna... Okay, but if you use muscular like that, you are gonna have to use the same one down here. Otherwise it's gonna be buggy. Alright, so now let's give him the muscular arms. Just like that. Alright, now we basically have a full character, man. Pretty cool. Alright, so now I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna use this character. You can already see some of the stuff over there. I've been going. So what I want to do is I want to go to clothing. I want to give him some clothes. Now the character I'm trying to create is something for, if you remember the movie Paranormal Activity, that's almost something, I'm trying to make something similar. So I'm looking for something that I can actually just work with the game itself. So let's see. Let's try this. See what this looks like. Now, all of this is completely customizable. Okay, maybe not. Let's try a normal t-shirt maybe. Yeah, I'll go with a t-shirt. Okay. So now I need bottoms for you, so let's go for a denim. Denim. Okay, I don't want tights. I don't want tight denim. Okay, that's just church pants. See what this is? No. No. I think that's gonna be like zombie clothing. Yeah, zombie clothing. Let's see. I mean, it's close enough. I mean, we can change the texture. Just see what this one looks like. Yeah. I'll go with this one. Awesome. So we can actually change the texture of this, so don't worry about it. Now I need shoes. I want to give him just normal sneakers. So let's start with this one and see what it looks like. Yeah, I actually like that one. I actually like that. Pretty cool. But now it actually does look a little fat, so yeah. So if you want to delete some of this stuff, you can just go ahead and hit delete. Because right now I can see, and also okay, maybe just get rid of everything because something is completely off here. Bring this up a little bit. We're just trying to get the curve just right. Then bring the body up a little bit. Still looks wrong. Maybe something like that. Alright, I'm gonna go back to clothing. Oh, you can actually add a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna go for the tops again. I'm gonna use that same one. Boom. Bottoms. Use that same one I used. It was this one. Yeah, that looks a lot better, man. That looks a lot better. Pretty cool. Completely customizable, man. Look at that. I feel something with this head. Just looks too small for the... Let's see if we can make it a little bigger. Something like that. That looks good. Now the chin is a little off. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Now obviously you can change the eye scale from here. There we go. Something like that. I'm not gonna mess around with this too much because we are going to be rigging this character, but first we're gonna import it to Mixamo itself. So let's just go ahead and I think that's fine. The nose looks bad. Let's just try and get this out a little bit. Come on. Something like that. Yeah, that looks alright, man. That looks alright. Alright, we got a character. But now he doesn't have hair. So let's give him hair. No, there's only 2 sets of hair here that actually work. I think it's only these that actually looks good. The rest actually does look like plastic, so yeah. Something like that. Try this one, see what that looks like. See, this is what these actually... Well, this one actually pretty good. This one's actually pretty good. But some of these, look at this. Well, not too bad. But you can see it's more like plastic and... Trying to use this, look at that. Using this. So obviously you don't want that. Even like the female hair, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they try to do here, but okay. It's just a material. It's just a material that's actually bugged out. But most of these are just like planes, they stuck to the fucking body. I think I like this one. This one, yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Right, I'm not gonna give him like a beard or anything like that. No beard. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it for this character, you know, clothing and hair. Now we can go ahead to textures. So first I'm gonna select the hair. Set it to its highest. Change the color, I need this at black. Just like that. Look at that. The skin, I'm gonna set it to its highest as well. Now I actually like the beard, so I'm gonna leave the beard as it is. The eyelashes are fine. Now I'm gonna go with the denim. Well, first the shirt. Just give it the highest right there. And same with the shoes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna show the whole body in the game, but it's always good to have something for a cutscene as well. So just making sure I got the shoes selected. Come on. Okay, apparently I cannot change that. Piece of shit. Hello? Thank you. So just the denim itself, I want to give it a color. So you can see this main fabric, dirt. No, I don't know. I don't want dirt wear. I don't want dirt amount. I'm not gonna do edge wear on this. Dirt edge weighting. Well, I don't want anything that can make the pants dirty. I mean, seriously, why do you need dirt? Alright, so that's good. That's good. Now the only thing I want to change now, the main fabric. You can see we have colors for this. Let's see what this changes. I'm not exactly sure what the hell it's changing. It's not changing anything. So let's try bottom. No color for that. The trim. No, there is a color for that. I'm not seeing any changes. Kind of weird. Reds. Let's see. Apparently that's not changing anything, man. What's going on? Come on, you're making me look bad. You can see it's actually supposed to be jeans, but that looks absolutely nothing like fucking jeans. But okay, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it. So the shoes. Now, this is something I really want to change. So the main fabric, boom, boom, boom. So let's start with making this black. Let's see what happens. Let's see, it's loading. So it looks like this. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's try to do the U-shift real quickly. Not the U-shift, the saturation. Can see what the saturation does. Now that's the U-shift. Bring up the saturation. Trying to get the color just right. As you can see, it has to recalculate every time. Is that okay? Okay. Get this out of the freaking scene. Contrast. That might be a little too much. Come on. That's close. Oh man, you son of a bitch. Let's see. Alright, just add it, man. Come on. That's good enough. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see. All right, the toe, I'm gonna leave it as it is. The holes, I want this on a white fabric. I don't want this weird fucking thing. So I'm gonna go with metal and try something like this. So this is what it's gonna change. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good, man. So now we just need to get the bumpiness up a little bit. Then bring the contrast down. Because right now it's a little too bright to my taste, so luminosity. There we go. Now I need to do the shoelaces. Now these I'm just gonna make completely black. Okay. Now that doesn't even look black because it's got a little bit too much of a. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. Alright, so we're good with this character, man. So I'm gonna have to think about a name for him. So I'm gonna call him like Mika. Yeah. Paranormal Activity. Mika. He actually doesn't Paranormal Activity, but why not? Why not? I mean, it's just something I really like. I mean, that movie was something that inspired me to actually watch more horror movies, man. Come on, I'm a horror movie fanatic now. A little bit of coffee. Yeah, then let's go. Alright, everything looks good. Just making sure. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, now I'm gonna go File. And you can only export it as an OBJ. Now, export to a new folder. Yes. I don't want to pack this. I don't want to triangulate the mesh. I don't want to combine that. I'm going to remove oculated polygons. Let's see. Now, do not pack the textures. Do not do that. So that's just a standard. So what this means is just going to remove any face underneath the clothes. Okay. I'm gonna set this to my defaults, why not? And I'm gonna hit OK. Now you can see I already have a character right there. Now this one I'm gonna call him Mika. Or maybe it's like a KA. Mika. Mika. Alright, so that's the name. That's how you spell the name. I actually went on YouTube to go check, well, not YouTube, there he is. But I'm making a game, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit save. It's gonna export it. Now just make sure where it's exporting to. I'm gonna go file export one more time. So export OBJ. Gonna hit OK. I'm gonna copy this location. Control C. Just like that. Cancel. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and open up this folder right there. There you go. So I want to keep this in well, actually no. This is the one I want. So I'm just gonna copy this location, Control C. Now we want to go to Mixamo. let's go. Hopefully they not busy updating, because come on, man. Right, so now it's gonna ask you for a character. I think I already uploaded one. Yeah, that's my Regina. But okay, I'm gonna upload a character. Then I'm gonna open up this folder. Boom. Now it's gonna upload it without textures, okay? But there's my character. It actually made it. Okay, so now we need to rig him. So get the chin basically where you need it. Somewhere over there. The wrists. Elbows. The knees. And the corian. The crotch. Somewhere over there. Alright, so now we've got the bones. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the animation it gives us. So it's gonna start it with a normal animation. Now we're not done with this rig by far. We're not done with this. We're not done with this. Don't worry. And everybody knows Mixamo armatures are completely bugged, but there's a reason they actually made the extra bones. And I never actually thought about it, but you know, Adobe, yeah. Alright, so now it's gonna, fingers look good. So checking the fingers, okay, they look good. Deformation looks good. Alright, I'm gonna hit next because I'm happy with this. Even the neck, it looks good. The 3D character has been uploaded. Next. Okay, now it's gonna load the character. Now I just need the T-pose and that's it. So now I'm gonna hit download. Normal FBX, make sure it's T-pose, and I'm gonna hit download. So now we need the FBX of this character. Right, we can close this down. Just like this. Now one add-on you are going to need for Blender. If you're using Blender 4 or higher, I'm using 3.6. But if you're using Blender 4, you're gonna go to, if you're using 3, you're gonna go to this website. Otherwise, you're gonna go to this one and you're gonna download this code right here. So you're gonna just go file and download the zip file. Alright. I already have it installed. So yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into Blender. I'm gonna delete everything from the scene. Delete. There we go. So I'm gonna go file, import. And it's a FBX now. Remember we exported it as a well from Mixamo Fuse we actually added to, oh, there we go. Alright, so right now it's not gonna have any textures, no textures whatsoever. I can see it actually moved that for us so we can actually mess around with some of the stuff. But I'm not gonna mess around with the rig just yet. I said just yet for a reason. Alright, so I want to fix the textures first, because if I go to this view, you can see nothing happens. So we're gonna have to go to shader editor. Yeah. So shader editor, and you can see there's nothing here. Nothing. So obviously this thing has no shaders. You can see there's only one material. So I'm gonna make a new material. I'm gonna call this top. Well, actually this is supposed to be the skin. The one I've selected now is going to be the skin. I'm gonna go Control Shift and T, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just go search for, I think it's going to be body. Let's just make it a little bigger so we can see. So we want this skin right there. Looking for the normal. Let's just bring this up a little bit so I can actually see. So body, yeah, that's the ones we want. So I'm gonna do a principal setup. Boom. Immediately. Now this is gonna use the same, but we need a new material on this. I'm gonna call this lash. Now it's gonna use the same material as this guy. So what we can do is we can do all Control C. Look at lashes. Just delete that. Control V. You can see. Alright, so now let's just give it blend mode. I'm gonna go alpha blend, and then I'm gonna plug the alpha from here into the alpha. There we go. Pretty cool, pretty fucking cool. Right, so this is gonna use the same material as well. So new. And there's gonna be the eyes. Delete that, Control V. There you go. Now if I tap into edit mode and I Control L and I hide this, you're gonna see something like this. So I'm gonna just box select this. Just Control L, make sure I've got everything selected. Then I'm gonna hit P and selection. Then I'm gonna make sure I got a new material on that. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm just gonna hide this for the teeth. So just delete, Control V, there you go. Everything is coming along. Now that's going to be the hair. Control Shift T. Okay, maybe here. There we go. Principal setup. Boom. Plug the alpha into the alpha. And blend mode, I'm gonna set it to alpha blend. Then I'm gonna do Alt H. Now we're gonna see something like this going on. Now obviously that's not what you want to see. So I'm gonna put this to alpha clip as well. And I'm gonna use backface calling or show backfaces. Yeah, we need to show backfaces. Backface calling on. There we go. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Now if you look at this, Yeah, there's nothing to actually separate the hair from the body. So we are going to need something that actually goes along with this body, because this is not working. So I'm gonna hide this real quickly. I'm gonna Alt H. And I'm gonna look at this from the front view first. Then I'm gonna start selecting some vertices. So let's use Now, the other thing about this is it's not really symmetrized. And what I mean by not being symmetrized, this whole thing is actually a little bit more slanted, so I cannot use a mirror on this. So I'm gonna have to be careful selecting some of this stuff. I can try and use X mirror and try and select some of this stuff, but it's not gonna help me out at all. Come on, you son of a bitch. I only need the one side, don't worry about the other side. Because this one you can actually mirror, but okay, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to mirror this, but okay, we're gonna try. So that should be the center. Yeah, something like that. Get rid of that. Just checking if I've got everything selected that I need selected. Maybe I don't need these. Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna do Shift D, P, selection, just like that. Then I'm gonna tap into edit mode, hit A. Now what I need on this is going to be the black. This is not gonna have anything on it, so we don't need a material on this. You can see just remove the material, so I'm gonna give it a new material, and I'm just gonna make this completely black, just like that. And I'm gonna bring up the roughness, just like that. So that's fine. Alt H. Now you can see the difference. Okay, I'm gonna hide there again. Now this is going to be man, this is gonna be a fuck up. So add modifier and mirror. You can see there's a problem right there. So I'm gonna turn on clipping. I'm gonna hit A. Just G and select that and move it. That does not look like it's gonna work. Yeah, because the Yeah, you can see the mirror modifier does not actually work. So I'm gonna have to move this up. Alright. And then I'm gonna add a modifier, and it's going to be a solidify. So I'm gonna do solidify. And I'm gonna bring the offset up, so I'm gonna put this above the armature as well, and then above the mirror. Something like that. Come on. I don't wanna go too much. I'm gonna even thickness and only rim. I'm gonna do Alt H. There we go. So now I'm gonna apply the mirror. That's it. So I'm gonna check this, hide, Alt H, and Control J. Now you can see what happens when I do that. It completely bugs out. So I'm gonna have to do this, Control J, so it actually merges with the hair itself. There you go. Now, just to make sure the hair and everything looks fine, I'm gonna add a mesh and a cube. GZ, move it to the side, go to side view. Yeah, it looks good. Just making sure it's not showing anything in the back. Alright, so now we've got the face, we need the top as well, so new, rename it as top. Control Shift T. Pass off. Principal setup. There you go. And remember, you're gonna have to do this with with Mixamo, because the Mixamo fuse materials are completely fucked. Okay, I'm just gonna put that as a disclaimer. Is it going to be shoes, or is it going to be... Yeah, it's going to be shoes. There we go. I've got everything we need. We've got everything we need. So I'm going to select the armature now. Everybody knows, okay, so there's going to be something, you know, it's just going to be FK, and you're gonna have to animate this, and it's gonna be fucked up and whatnot. No. Alright, so you can see I've got a Mixamo rig control rig right here. So animation, now you're gonna find it right down there. So I'm gonna create a control rig. There we go. Control tab. Now we have a complete IK rig. Wasn't that easy? Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. And also, what is this gonna do? Yeah, the shoulders, the neck, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. But now it doesn't have a facial rig. There's no rig for the face. So I'm gonna do that manually. Now I think there is something with the facial rig. Okay, bake animation, apply animation. Alright, so we cannot really do anything like that. So what I'm gonna do with the face itself, with the head itself. You know, the head. Just the head. Alright. So we're gonna have to parent these to the body again. But I don't want it to actually parent the whole arms and whatever. So I'm gonna do Control L, and B and selection. I only want the face, because that's the one thing we are going to be re-rigging. Alright, so now tapping into edit mode. As you can see, there's no facial rig or whatever. So I'm gonna have to set this in front. Come on. Oh yeah, I can see what happened there. Viewport display in front. So let's just fix this real quickly. There we go. Alright, so now for this guy alone. That's all we're gonna need to do, because I want to be able to actually animate the face, jawline and everything. So I'm going to tap into edit mode, go to side view. As you can see, we have this bone. I'm going to shift D, just move it to the side, somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. I'm going to go to front view now. I'm going to duplicate some of these. I'm going to hide the main bone. Hide that. So I want to set this over there. Now, to make sure it actually snaps to the skin itself, I'm going to go to face projection. Now that's not working, so alright, so maybe just keep these. Alright, lips. Look at the eyes, that's very cool. Alright, so by the names of this, you can see it's set to non-deform. So I'm gonna set this to deform. Set this one to deform, because these are going to be deformed bones. That's nice coffee, man. Alright, so I want to make sure if I have these, you can see it does just say controller right, what, but I don't want the 003 right there. So it's going to be control. I'm gonna rename this as lip. This one I'm gonna just copy that name. Control C. I'm gonna make this lip 2, or actually make this lip 1, because it's actually lip 1. So make sure it's an underscore, otherwise it's gonna bug out. So let's just make this loop underscore 1. There we go. So we should be able to symmetrize this. So armature, you can see right there. If I go to armature and I try to symmetrize, let's see what happens. Boom, it works. But we need these two to connect at the center. So I'm gonna do S and 0. Just like that. And just make sure it snaps. Now I can actually X mirror this as well now. Whoa, what the fuck just happened there? Now just try to line this up perfectly. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna move it down. Now I want to hide this. So I'm just gonna move it. And then S and 0. Something like that. That should be good. Yeah, that's good. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna go to front view. I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna move it to the eyes. Now, you can see it's gonna do that. So that's fine. I'm gonna move it. Just like that. Now we do need these to actually connect. So I'm gonna do this. Search and switch direction. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, so I'm gonna just move this one down a little bit. So just to make this work a little bit better, I'm gonna hide the eyelashes to make sure it actually snaps correctly. Now I'm just gonna move this one to where I need it. I'm gonna do the same with this side, making sure it snaps to the face. Just like that. Now I'm gonna do the Shift C, cursor to selected, and then Shift S, selection to cursor. Now I need to Control P and connect it. Okay, so obviously I cannot do that. So let's see, connected. Yeah. So these two are connected. So when we move, it's gonna move connectively. That's what we want. Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift S, selection to cursor. Just like that. Now I don't want these to be connected completely, so I'm just gonna select this and select this, Control P and keep offset. There we go. Just make sure these are connected. Now for some reason it disconnected some of these bones. We do need these as connected bones. That looks good. Now just try to move these in a way you know it's gonna deform the eyeball, well, the eye itself, the eyelids. Alright, so as you can see, it actually lines it up pretty good. So I'm gonna go to side view, Alt H. Now what I need is I'm gonna need one of these on this side. So I'm Shift D and then just bring it up. So hold in Shift, Control. I'm just gonna move it forward a little bit. Now these are gonna be for the eyes. I'm gonna hide this. 7 to edit mode for the eyes. Now you can see it's a complete circle. So I'm gonna select these edges, X and faces. Well, edges and now vertices. Control L, X, and vertices. Then I'm going to Shift S and then cursor to selected. Now these bones we just made extra. Right there. So what I want to do is I'm going to do this. Shift S and selection to cursor. Just like that. Go back into the eye. No, it snaps forward, so maybe we should actually Control Tab, hit A, Alt G, Alt R, just like that. There we go. So I'm gonna tab into edit mode real quickly. Maybe just set this to reset pose, armature, reset position. There we go. So I'm gonna have to move some of this in place again. Cursor selected. Tab. Shift S, selection to cursor. Alright, so now these are the eyes. These are gonna be the eyes. Now, there's gonna be a little bit of a buggy situation. Now, what I want to do, checking the bones now, make sure it's set to deform. But if we tab out of edit mode, you can see it actually, these are the ones we actually move. You cannot move these. So, it's probably locked. Oh no, it's because I'm in reset pose. Now, I don't want these to actually have a object like that, you know. So I'm gonna go to the viewport display for the bone. And just remove that. Just like that. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Now, these I'm gonna have to move again, so Control Tab. Unhide, actually Alt H. So tab into edit mode. Just make sure everything is snapped properly. So G, and they're supposed to be connected. Just like that. Come on, you son of a bitch! And then just type this again. So I'm just making sure it snaps to the body, well, to the because we did this while it was in a different pose, so it wasn't in the correct pose. That should be good. And as you can see, everything like that will work. Now this eyeball, it actually does look like it's a little bit off. So I'm just gonna do the lips real quickly. Just make sure it's snapped correctly. You can see it actually does snap, so just hide that. Is 0. There we go. Now we got the lips. We still need to do the teeth. Alright, so now that should be good. Just looking at where the eyes and the mouth pieces are connecting to. So obviously these are connected to something. So let's see. Yeah, it's these ones that are connected. So I'm gonna go ahead and Alt H real quickly. Going into top view, front view, select these, Control P and keep offset, just like that. So the lips and the eyes can actually move connectedly. So I'm gonna select the eyes, Control P, keep offset, just like that. Do the same with this, Control P, keep offset. Now with the eyes, let's see which one. So if I go into pose mode now, and I cannot move this bone because obviously we're in a different pose, but this should be the bone that actually controls this whole chain, and this should be the bone that controls that whole chain. Control P and keep offset. There you go. So now I'm going to tap right back into edit mode, and I'm going to duplicate 3 of these. I'm going to Shift D, I'm going to move it up. Just like that. Make sure I'm in front view. Something like that. Now I'm not sure why this is actually aiming in the wrong direction. So let's just hide this real quickly. It's completely slanted, so tab. And also I'm gonna go to top view, Shift N and view axis. Alright, so that should be good. Now I feel the eyes are a little off, so yeah, these eyes are completely off. So I'm gonna do auto mirror on the eyes. Edit, auto mirror, and auto mirror. Save into edit mode, hit A, Alt H. So I'm gonna go make sure I'm in front view. Tab RZ. So I'm gonna hide this again, so I can actually get the eyes to actually. I'm not sure. So I think I'm gonna have to move it from the bone, well, not the bone. Tab into edit mode, Shift A because it's selected. Tab into edit mode, make sure you set it to 3D cursor. Here we go. So RZ. So making sure up at front view, RX. And I'm just trying to line this up with the camera. That should work. Control A and location. Okay. Hide this. Tab into edit mode. And then shift in, no, control A. Come on. Shift S. Cursor to selected. Tab into edit mode. Shift A, selection to cursor. Yeah, that looks better. Tab. Shift A, cursor to selected. There we go. So now we should have eyes that actually work. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, so this is going to be, yeah, it's not gonna work perfectly because if I do Alt H, we only have the eyes, so this is probably gonna give an influence right there. This is going to give influences right there, and that's something you do not want. So making sure I got the main bone, I'm gonna duplicate it a few times. Make sure Control P and keep offset. So I'm just gonna snap it right there. I'm gonna hide there. For some reason this bone is not showing up. Or maybe it is, yeah, it is showing up. So obviously we do not want this, just do this. So go into front view. Something like this. So these are just going to be the controllers for the head, not the controllers, just something to actually make sure the whole thing does not bug out while you're trying to move stuff around. Something like that. I forgot to turn on snapping, man. Come on, you piece of shit. I'm not gonna do the ears. because I'm already adding in a ton of bones. Alright, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try and actually line these up with each other. This one actually does look good. So that should be alright. That should be fine. Now we need something to control this area right here. So I'm gonna use this bone again. Shift D, move it down. Now I want to snap this to the nose. So 3. Snap this right there. Bring that to the nose. So going into front view, hide this. Make sure you got this lined up. So S and 0, you can see it's actually using the 3D cursor now, so you don't want that. I'm gonna go to maiden point and S0 and then shift N, view axis, just like that. So making sure this is in the complete center of the nose, and to make sure it is, I'm gonna control tab. I'm gonna go to object mode, tab into edit mode for the body. Shift S cursor to selected. There you go. So now it should actually work. So now I'm gonna do the same with this one. I'm gonna make sure this one, I'm just gonna bring it up. To make sure it's completely lined up. So Shift S, selection to cursor. And now that should be completely lined up. Now I'm gonna subdivide. Making sure I am in front view while I'm doing this. I'm gonna select this one. Now I just want to move it on the Z axis, that's it. So making sure I am using normal right now. I'm going to use the gimbal. Something like that. Gonna see it's going to make this curve for the nose. Something like that. Alright. So we can actually make extra bones here, but I don't want to do that because this should already be more than enough to actually control the nose area. So to give the weight paint, the area it needs to be, because then we don't have to do a ton of weight painting for this. Alright. So right now we need one more bone right here. So if I move this, you can see I cannot really do anything. These I can actually move. So I'm gonna duplicate this. So these are just gonna act as the control bones for the face itself. Now we're not gonna be moving these around much. The only ones we're gonna be worrying about are these. We're just trying to get something that actually gives the face proper deformation. I'm gonna have to duplicate this, Shift D. I'm gonna move it down a little bit. So line it up. So this should be lined up with the eye. Now this is gonna give a little bit more weight right there, so that this doesn't take all of this and move the eye around and mess around with everything. Now I'm gonna have to extrude this out. Something like that. That should be good. Now what we want to do is we actually want to select this and parent it to this. Control P and keep offset. Keep offset. Alright. That should be good. I'm just gonna subdivide this bone. Go to side view. So just to give it a little bit more help on the white paint, we're gonna just move some of this around. Now we can actually give these bones our own control bones, you know, our own shapes if we want. And I think that's what I'm gonna do when I'm done. I'm gonna do that off screen, obviously, because that's gonna take a ton of time and I don't have a lot of time to actually do that. Alright, so now we've got everything we need. We got the lips and everything. But now, hide. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tab into edit mode. I'm gonna duplicate this. GZ. Snap it right there. Snap this one right there. Now you're gonna see something like this happening now. So that's something you do not want to do. So instead of snapping, I'm going to turn off snapping. Here's Z and 0, 0, Z all the way. So I'm just going to try and line this up with the jaw itself. Shift E, bring it down. I'm going to hide the jaw. Move this. Now what I was talking about the tongue. If I actually have to select the tongue, you can see it actually selects all of this. So we don't need a tongue. It's just gonna move along with this. So I'm gonna try and keep it as close to the teeth as possible. I'm gonna hide this. Now that's the reason you want to keep this as close to the teeth as possible, because this is also gonna give influence, because it's close to the teeth, as you can see. So I think that should be good. Now we have the main body stuff done. So we got the jaw now, we got the head, yeah, we got everything we need for the face. Now I think I have to bring something down here, because I just realized, Alt H. So I'm just gonna drag this down. Something like that. Like that. Because right now I just want this bone. Just for the nose, I'm gonna Shift D and I'm gonna place it right about there. Turn on snapping. So just a nostril control. We just need to get the nostril control in. That's it. That's it. So obviously I cannot symmetrize this because you can see right there. So I'm gonna call this just .l just because I can. .l. Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. So now I can actually symmetrize this. Armature and symmetrize. Just like that. Okay. Now you're gonna see it has deformed. All of these should be deformed bones. But we're not gonna be moving any of this around. These are just gonna be controllers for the face when we need it. So obviously this is going to be the jaw now. If I go to the side view, I can actually select this bone and actually, well, actually select this bone, Control P and keep offset. Wrong way around. There we go. That's what you want. That's what you want. If the jaw goes down, this is gonna follow along. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. And also, this is a little too low. Maybe somewhere around by the ear. Because we only want this to influence the jaw. And now these, we do not want them to deform the face. So make sure we got this as so Control T, copy that name. Just like that. Now I want to take this one and Control P and keep offset on this. I'm going to select this one, and connect it to this. Control P and keep offset. Now when the mouth opens, this is going to follow along and this is going to be following along as well. That's exactly what you want. Now these, I'm going to do Control P and keep offset. So if we have to move this one up and down, we can move this along with it. So we can use the lips to actually move along with the upper lip. Okay, so the teeth and what. Cool. Alright, so I think we're done with the face now. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm not gonna put that bone right there. I'm not gonna need that. Right, this looks I can see something right. Where is it? Yeah, this one. You can actually see. Okay. So it didn't snap properly, so I just snap these real quickly. Something like that. There we go. Alright, select the head. Now we need the control bones, well, the deform bones. So these are all going to be deform bones now. So I'm gonna box select these. Control L a few times, just make sure we got all of these selected. Now, if we go to the armature tab, we're going to see you got two bones here. These are the main bones and these are the control bones. So I'm going to move this to the second layer, just like that. This is what we want. Alright. so we can bring this in when we need it. Now we need one more bone to actually line up with the eyes. So I'm just gonna make sure I select one of the eyes. I'm gonna shift D. Well, actually no. Maybe select the nose. Shift D and just move it forward. So it's maybe it's Y, yeah. 0. I'm gonna snap it, well, rotate it, scale it up. I want to make sure I got this all the way up to where the eyes are. I don't want snapping on, so something like that, and then just move it out of the way. Control P and keep offset. About there. Now we don't want the eyes to actually, you know, copy this thing, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the eyes. I'm going to duplicate, I'm going to move it forward. RX 90. I'm going to go ahead and set it to global now. Scale 0. Go to front view. So just take one of them. Something like that. Now we just need to move these up a little bit, or actually down, because it's gonna try to line that up with that part of the eye, just like that. But for some reason I cannot just scale this. Now these are going to be parented to this. Control P and keep offset. Now when you move this around, okay, obviously when you move this around, the eyes are going to be tracking to these. That's what you want. You want the eyes to be tracking that area just right, just like that. Alright, so now what we want to do. These are not going to be deform bones. Turn off deform. Turn off deform. Just like that. Alright, so now everything that's going to be, you know, facial wise, if you want it, you can actually just select the jaw and whatever. You can duplicate the bone, make a bone, you know, to actually move it around. So just like a controller bone to move the deform bone. That's it. I'll do that in the next video, but for now we just need to connect this face, and Control P, and with automatic weights. Let's see how good I did. Let's see if I did a good job. Piss off. Already looks like it actually did something. Yeah, I didn't do the teeth yet. Looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I don't think, which one is this now? Alt P clear parent. So I think, yeah, that bone can stay where it is. So we can still move this around. You can see it's actually deforming the face, pretty good. Deforming the ears, that's good. So this should actually deform properly. Yep, it deforms. Cool. Let's check the nose. Yep. You can see it. Everything deforms perfectly, man. Look at that. What do you know? I've got a proper facial rig, and I didn't even need Mixamo or Blender's facial rig fucking meta rig to actually do this for me. The only thing on that meta rig, I might actually use the control bones for that, well, let me just try and explain this before I do anything. We already got everything correctly aligned. So the only thing I want right now, oh yeah, we're not done. Oh, so just like that. Like this, Control P, automatic weights, boom. Control tab on this. We're gonna move this up. You can see we're gonna have a little bit of an issue right there. And I know you can see this is gonna be a problem. So this is where wet painting comes in handy. We're gonna select the armature first, select the T, then Control Shift T. Well, actually, weight paint, and there we go. So now I'm just gonna bring down the weights all the way, and let's just make sure we have, why not, subtract. We do not want the lips to actually have any control over this. Now I don't know what the freaking hell is going on here. So let's just try and select this and see which bone is actually... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I just saw a little bit of an issue right here. This one didn't move connectively, so one of these are not connected correctly. It is connected to the right bone, so that's weird. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it, man. Look at that, look at that. We got a nice tracking, but the eye itself, yeah, it's not moving the... Alright, so that's the last thing we need to do, I guess. It's actually object mode. Because the eyes, as you can see, it actually looks like it's moving along with the... It is actually moving along with this, which is actually pretty weird. But I don't know what it's connected to. So first of all, I'm gonna apply this, and I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna keep the armature. Why not? Just look at the vertex groups. Mixamo rig head. Yeah, there you go. So we actually need these. So I'm gonna tap into edit mode. I'm gonna select this bone. I'm gonna go to the bone tab. I'm gonna copy this. Control C, just like that. You can see it's set right. So I'm gonna tap out of pose mode. Select the eyes. Go give it a vertex group. I'm gonna remove that vertex group. I'm gonna hit plus. Control V. Just like that. So make another group right there. Copy the name of this bone, Control C. Alright. Vertex groups. Control V, just like that. Alright. So now we need to actually apply that. So tab into edit mode, Control L, and there's going to be the right side. Assign that. Control L. There's going to be the left side. Assign that, and boom. We should have something that works now. I'm just looking at the eyes itself. It actually does look like it's actually a little too low. So I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm going to select this. I'm going to move this up a little bit because it's actually tracking incorrectly. So it's actually tracking to this ball right there, as you can see. I don't know why you want to do that, but okay. Now there is one more thing you can do to actually make this work a little better, but I wouldn't recommend that. But you can give this a child off, you know, there's a child off so that this whole thing actually moves along with this. But I personally don't like doing that. The only thing you're gonna have to worry about is this bone right here, and this bone right here. Right, so then now this thing is also not connected, so yeah, it works perfectly. Look at that. There we go. Now we have arm targets. We've got everything we need for this character, man. Look at that. So Control Tab, Alt H. I don't need these bones right now, so I'm gonna just move this. Everything seems to work. Alright, I would like actually to make these bones follow each other, so I'm gonna do a copy rotation on these. You know how I do that. but everything looks like it's working fine. So if I tap into edit mode, I can actually do that. Well, actually, no, I don't need to do that from edit mode. I can go to object mode, pose mode, and then select this button, I can select this button, or select this button, Control Shift C, and then copy rotation. Go to the button groups, local space, and after original. After original. Alright, so the rotation is a little off, so let's try world space and that. Okay, let's try local space. Okay, maybe this should be... Okay, so apparently this is not gonna work. Because the rotation on these buttons are completely off. So it's fine, we're gonna have to deal with this whole thing. But it's pretty good, we got a good armature right now, so... The fingers are rigged properly. And now, to check, rendered view, Shift A, and add a lamp, light. I'm gonna give it a sun lamp. Come on, Alt G, you piece of shit. Alright, so that's one thing I really despise. Selecting this bone. Okay, so apparently there are two. So let's see which one I have selected right now. Yeah, that's the one I want. So selecting the other one, I'm just gonna hit H. Control P and keep offset. Going into pose mode again. Let's try and give him a pose. Yeah, that's what I want to see. There you go. We got a nice pose for him with a little smirk. What do you think about that, Blender? Huh? Thought you will never be able to do this in Blender, did you? Did you? Never thought you can use armature like this in Blender. Now, the next video we are going to animate this character. I'm talking about animating him properly. And if I say animating him properly, we are going to use Mixamo animations on this guy. So maybe like sitting down, standing up, parkour pack. So you got a ton of animations you can use here. That's what I like about Mixamo. I can use this whole thing with my character now. So obviously, because I'm using this in a horror game for paranormal activity style, the only thing that's going to be visible are the arms. So I might just animate the arms. But I want a full body, so I'm going to use that. And then a camera in the one hand. Having a couple of cameras around the area. But we can use some of these, let's say just like a walk. Check it out. Pretty cool. Maybe like a sneaking. Maybe like walking as if it's scared. Let's see if there's something like that. Because we are going to have to download this model over and over and over again. Now just sneaking, walking in circles. Wheelbarrow walk. You've got a ton of you know, animations now. Is walking backwards and walking up the stairs. Strafing like a happy walk. But we've got a ton of animations. We are going to be messing around with this. This actually looks like he's ready to fuck someone up. You piece of shit. What did you say about me? Right, so I just want to get a nice animation right now. So old man walk. So crouch walking. Walking while texting. It's funny that they actually did something like this. I mean, giving you this for free. You don't have to pay jack shit. The only thing you have to do is actually make a account with these guys, and it's a free account, man. Come on. But you get a ton of freaking You even have locomotion packs. Now if you download the locomotion pack, it's going to give you 10 animations. Idling, running scared, jump. Let's see, he's back to idling again, running scared again, jumping. So obviously yeah, it doesn't really give you like a proper walk animation or anything like that. I think this one will have a locomotion pack, the one we want. So just a nice walk. But we're not going to use the locomotion pack because sometimes it actually gives you something weird like tilting the head. See that, like turning the head? I don't want that. So we're gonna have to look for packs that we can use later on. So right now we actually have the character. We actually have him rigged. We actually have an IK rig on him. We have we made our own facial rig. Yeah, and we got all of the materials nicely done. Come on. Yeah, awesome. Look at that. And the polygons on this is not too bad. I mean, look at that. It's nice and low poly. So you can actually use this for game characters as well, gaming engines. The only thing that's going to be a little high is the hair. Because it's actually plane on plane on plane on plane on plane on plane, and yeah, you get it. So if you found this useful, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. If you have any questions, leave it down below in the comment section, and well, in the comment section, yeah. So if you haven't done so, just like the video, subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks for watching.